Hey, I'm Scott Stein, Senior Editor at CNET, and laptops are in a funny place right now because there are newer Ivy Bridge processors that are somewhere on the horizon. Meanwhile, we're starting to see some laptops with bumped up specs from last year that are a little better than what you had before, but maybe not that fantastically better. Great example is the Sony Vaio SA41FX/BL. That incredibly arcane name boils down to the Sony Vaio S is a 13-inch laptop that comes in two different flavors. The SA is a more expensive variety that's geared a little more towards small business, and the SB, which is probably the one you want to buy, is not this one. It starts at $799. That's a pretty palatable area. The problem with the SA is that for its feature set, while it is impressive, a 1600 by 900 13-inch display that's higher resolution, a fingerprint reader in the middle, it's also got optional Blu-ray drive, a Blu-ray reader if you want to pay up for that, and SSD storage. As a whole, the laptop is a bit expensive. The starting price is $1,029. It does have built-in graphics, AMD graphics, that are actually pretty good for gaming, though this isn't really a gaming laptop. And the size is an in-betweener. It's a 13-inch that has an optical drive. It's lighter than a MacBook Pro. It's about 3.5 pounds, but it's not as thin or as light as an Ultrabook. All those super thin, no optical drive laptops that you've seen all over the place, costing also about $1,000, which brings up the question, why would you want this over an Ultrabook? Definitely the graphics performance, lots of nice features, but the battery life, the built-in battery lasted about 4 hours. That's really not great now for laptops. You can get a slice battery for this that will upgrade the battery life to double that roughly, but it costs $150 and it bulks up the thickness. So what do you really want to do? I mean, I would prefer using integrated batteries and paying up for the battery life. A MacBook Air is gets 7 hours of battery life, and you know, when you have that out there, it's hard to deal with 4 hours internally. Now, I don't mean to make fun of this Vaio laptop. It is clean cut looking, but it's kind of a bit of a throwback. The lines on this for me are really angular and almost feel like a laptop from a couple of years ago. Plus, Sony loves these buttons. There are a ton of dedicated buttons on the top of this laptop, including this weirdo switch that says stamina, speed. You can flip it to speed or stamina. I bet we both want stamina and speed, right? But you can't pick both. Really what this is just the ability to turn dedicated graphics on and off, going from AMD to integrated Intel. Of course, you have no idea what that means when you see stamina speed. Classic weird switch that you wouldn't see on a lot of other laptops that have that feature built in. Otherwise, it's actually a pretty nice laptop. It's just a bit expensive and the battery life could be better. I'm Scott Stein, and this is a look at the Sony Vaio SA41FX/BL. Thank you very much.